the vegetable talk again. So I've been doing a lot of videos about the critical roles of vegetables in your diet, but here's one more that proves that long-term carnivore is not healthy, especially for women. Welcome, everyone. Here we go again. Seems like the carnivore extreme zealots and the snake diet, lion diet people have a hard time with me doing a lot of videos talking about the importance of including plants, especially seasonally, in your carnivore diet. Now, you don't need a lot of plants. It can be just a little bit, like 2 ounces a day or every other day. I've done videos on the importance of prebiotic fiber, which ferments and converts into short chain fatty acids, which help the gut. But what about cruciferous vegetables to help get rid of estrogen dominance, especially in the liver? Here's the thing that a lot of gurus are not talking about, that most humans that are doing these diets are women. And a lot of women are having fibromyalgia, gallbladder issues, thyroid issues. But what about that estrogen dominance? I mean, people are taking HRTs, hormone replacement therapy, like it's chewing gum or Tic Tacs or M&Ms. But the reality is, that's a whole nother video, taking those supplements and medications can mess with your endocrine balance, the homeostasis. But what about estrogen? A lot of people become estrogen dominant because of the plastics that mimic estrogen, from the water bottles to makeup to the non-organic vegetables, fruits, and meats, the milk, the cheese. I mean, let the count the ways on how we become estrogen dominant. Also, blood sugar dysregulation, pre-diabetic, or just high blood sugar, stress, cortisol, slow liver. So what helps that whole problem with estrogen dominance? Because when you're estrogen dominant, you might notice a lot of weird stuff like this. Well, as you get older, they say it's age, but often estrogen dominance in people, especially women, happens to men too, who have poor liver detoxification pathways, or constipation. If you can't poop out that estrogen, it's reabsorbed back into the bloodstream and giving you these things like men, biatch, tits. Women, fat around the waist. Women and men, flabby, fatty, big hips, big thighs, the inability to get lean or to have nice lean muscle or low body fat. Yes, and also estrogen dominance can create all of those things like hot flashes, especially the estrone type hot flashes, and men develop like flat muscles, testosterone is low, estrogen is too high, which is catabolic for a man. Yeah. Well, how does vegetables play this magical role on sort of getting rid of that estrogen dominance? That is through endo-3-carbinol, which converts to DIM, which is why a lot of people take that DIM made out of broccoli, to try to get rid of the estrogen that's bogging down your liver, which then bogs down the kidneys and then the gallbladder, which is why typically women tend to have more gallbladder issues, but now men are too. We are just loaded in estrogen mimickers. I mean, like I said, the meats and the cleaning materials and the water and plastic bottles and the receipts at stores, this stuff, papers and plastics and cleaning, all this stuff, are being absorbed through the skin. Like when you touch a receipt, that's a problem because it starts going into your bloodstream within a minute of holding on to a very estro or xenoestrogen receipt. Your body is not equipped to be dominant in this estrogen. This estrogen signaling can lower progesterone and testosterone. And that's why you find in men and women kind of flabby, flat muscles, low energy, all kind of things. When your liver is bogged down with estrogen, the biliary duct system becomes bogged down. And that's why people use cruciferous vegetables. CYPA1 and CYPB1, these are enzymes from the veggies, the cruciferous types, that help to break down the estrogen that's bogging down the liver. But that's not all. There's also that fiber that I keep talking about, which fiber helps to eliminate this stuck estrogen in your liver, which then unfortunately can be reabsorbed back into the bloodstream. And if you're constipated, trust that estrogen's reabsorbing back in. And I don't care if you're on a carnivore diet, keto diet, fasting diet, you get flabbier, but you never lose that body fat. A lot of you tend to be estrogen dominant. One more win for fiber and vegetables to bind to estrogen and poop it out. So make sure that you've got good motility. Not that you need fiber to poop, you just need to get rid of the estrogen. No one can argue this, that meat is not going to give you these enzymes to break down that estrogen. Meat's not going to do that. It's just not. Which is why eating plants in season, and especially of the cruciferous type, can be so advantageous to people who've got biliary duct system, liver, kidney, gallbladder, pancreas, or people who just are suffering from that estrogen dominance. You need something to bind and break down that estrogen and then poop it out. Meat's not going to do that. I know. Comment below. Have you tried DIM before? Did you realize that cruciferous vegetables help clean up that liver? In general, even beyond the estrogen. But estrogen is the byeffect, right? Eat the cruciferous vegetables, help bind to the fiber, helps bind to the estrogen to pull it out. You have enzymes to break down this estrogen to eliminate it. Who would have thunk? Comment below, share this content, and don't forget to subscribe, because that's how people find this channel. If you guys feel like you need help with a consultation, there is a way to do a carnivore diet and add a wee bit amount of plants for those reasons, for the prebiotic fiber and for the biliary duct system to clean out that liver so you don't become estrogen dominant, because it's nasty when you are. Yeah. My Instagram is Stephanie Ketogenic. My Facebook fan page is Stephanie the Business Person. I do run a course where I cover all 3 diets, because I'm realizing that some people can't do this one, or this one, or they might have to float between the 3: carnivore, keto, low carb, high fat. I know. And I'm out. Peace, because this is the last cold night. It's a little bit chilly.